Hello and welcome once again to the Dark Dragon's Den. Or, as I'm going to start calling this segment from now on, it's going to be called D.D.K. Live. I know people don't think that this, don't think I'm cool or nothing, but it's all good. I'm not trying to be cool. Yeah, there. Yeah, so what did I want to talk to you about today? Well, for one, I'll take these off. I don't need to see these. Today I know I'm working because this is my first time using Direct OBS Studio instead of Streamlab. I figured I'd try this out for a change. Something totally different. Yeah. Um, so yeah, listen, today is the 15th. And a lot of people don't know what the 15th means to me. The 15th was my mother's birthday. And yeah, my mother passed away back in 2004, February 2nd, 2004, at 11 a.m. in the morning. And sometimes in my head, it just, I don't know how to explain it. In my head, it feels like I'm there in the moment, in the hospital, when she passed away, especially when these days kind of hit closer. So yeah, it is very difficult for me at times. To get through the day sometimes. So yeah, if you haven't been seeing me posting on in the Discord frequently, that would be why. Um, Today's going to be a short stream due to that fact. Next week, I hope to come back for the full 6:30 to possibly 8 o'clock. Today's going to be a shorter stream, only because this is my first one using my new setup. Got my microphone working, as you can see. I'm not muted, and I know that for a fact this time. This time I've taken a little bit of time today to learn some of the controls, so I didn't wait for last minute. But I was just a little later getting here because I had other stuff I had to do. So, but yeah, today's a somber day for me because of my mom's birthday, and it's a very serious day, and I take this day seriously. So any of the comments, any comments on my streams that are belittling of me or saying stuff about my mother, I'm not going to take it as just trolling. I'm going to take them seriously, and I'm going to kick people right off the bat. That's just the way life is going to be today. That is what I'm notorious for. Back in 2010, I had a chat room site that I used to go visit called wireclub.com, and I was the notorious guy back then too. Anybody who broke my rules got banned. I didn't give them a warning, didn't give them no timeout. They got banned because I don't trust people. I don't trust people that well. I don't trust people, and I especially have a hard time trusting women with my heart anymore because of my own personal experiences. But yeah, I'm not here to talk about your dramas, your Becky Boops, or your Keemstars and your LCU crap. No, just here to say to my mom, happy birthday. I miss you. I wish you were here. And yeah. Yeah. It's very hard for me to talk about certain times of the year. Christmas comes up, I feel the same way. I hate Christmas anymore because the last time I had good Christmas, my mom was alive, and but she was miserable as hell, and it scarred me to the point where I hate Christmas. I don't like being a part of Christmas anymore. I don't. I'd rather stay away from people. I'd rather sit on my own, be by myself, and sit there and have a drink or two and be done with it. And then, of course, New Year's comes along, and that makes me real happy. Yeah, and then, of course, the February 2nd every year. That day I will not broadcast. That day I will keep to myself. That is my day of solitude. And I don't care who says otherwise. That's my day of solitude. Whether I'm doing this or doing that, I don't care. So yeah. I still haven't learned everything about OBS yet, but I'm learning. This is my first time using it. So I'm learning as I go. I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to do a couple test streams, probably just to mess around sometime, or test recordings, and try to get music playing over the thing. Because right now I think I got this kind of thing. Yeah, that's what you normally hear from me. Or what is it? No, don't worry. My streams are not for kids, so yes. I don't know if you heard those sound effects, but hopefully you did, because they're fun. They're just something little fun things I plan on doing. I plan on getting a better sound card eventually, but this is what I got for now, for the time being, just so I can learn how to do OBS on it and learn how to get it run through the computer and everything. And I got my little ring light so that I can light up my life a little bit more. Yeah. And that way everybody can be happy. Yeah. And yeah. I didn't come in here prepared today for anything major. Like I said, I didn't have any topics. I didn't have a topic to discuss. I know Monday morning I'm going to be back and I'm going to be doing my workout. I got my resistance bands. That's part of it. That's part of one. This is, which one is this? Oh, 40-pound one. But I got a setup over there that has, I think it has like 40 pounds, just with two different bands that I use, and I can sit there and do my workout on Monday morning, because what I'm trying to do is keep myself, keep accountable for what I do, and I'm going to be using this as a way of doing that. One stream per week to do that. So Monday morning will be a Monday morning workout. Monday evening, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to throw it, probably do a different kind of stream. I just don't know. It might be similar to this. I might do 2 nights a week similar to this, but I can only do so much a week. I'd give up Wednesdays because Wednesdays things just didn't seem right. Didn't feel right. Just things went wrong on it occasionally. Um, I do tend to see, I will miss having the longer time to stream, but I'm willing to do what I have to do. Um, yeah. Well, if you guys want to sub or unsub, that's up to you. It doesn't matter to me. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. What? Everybody's laughing at me. Oh my. Why does everybody always gotta laugh at me? Bunch of bastards. Yeah, it's almost like they want to see me fail. You know, it's not like okay, yeah. And I know everybody's telling me to cheer up. Well, I'm letting you know, I'm gonna try my best to cheer up a little bit more. I haven't been myself in the last few days because the thing with today being my mom's birthday. So I'm gonna try to cheer up a little bit more. I don't like bringing people down, so I don't want to sit there and make anybody else depressed. Because I know I have, just because I have major depressive disorder, and yeah, this is my meds for that. I have major depressive disorder. What that means is that I am severely depressed all the time, and it takes a toll on your physical system as well as your mental well-being, of course. I can tell you it sucks, and I've been like this since 2015. Yeah, it's not the greatest feeling, especially when somebody tries to get you off those pills, or says, "Oh, you can't take them pills." Well, yeah, you don't really want to take them pills because you can't get off of them easily. I'm going to tell you this much, and this is the honest truth. If you're off of those pills, even for one day, it can fuck with your head. I mean it, like it can really fuck with your mind. It can make you irritable. You snap like a twig at any little thing. If somebody pisses you off, you want to rip their heads off and shit down their throat. And I'm not worried about my stream getting taken down or whatever because of monetization. I don't have that. So I'm not worried about that. So just for those that are saying, well, you gotta watch your language, blah, blah. No, I also put it as I don't do anything for kids, so this video is not for kids. I state that all the time on my Facebook things, even when I'm just typing stuff. I state it all the time. My opinions are not for kids because the majority of my family are adults. So, and that's what my Facebook is. It's just family, primarily. But enough about that. Yeah, my mother, she was a great lady to me, and I used to sit there and we used to have coffee together every morning. Sit there and talk about her beliefs at the time. She was a Christian. She was the evangelical type of Christian. Is what they're called. I found that out later on. Yeah, days before she died, there was people that prayed over her, and were trying to pray over the house and that. And I was like, and that's what kind of sold me on this whole thing. Like, I'm not doing this shit, this Christian bit. And she even told me one of the things she wanted me to do, and she knew I couldn't do it. But she told me that that's what she wanted me to do, is get right with God. Well, I may not be right with God the way she wanted, but I am right with God the way that it should be interpreted. You know, you don't sit there and jail people and do what they're doing in the States and all this other crap and call it being a Christian. No. No. And you have your right to believe in whatever entity you want. Like, I don't care if you're Arab. I don't care if you're Satanist. I don't care what you are. You have a right to believe that way. That's just a fact of life. I can't change that. You can't change that. Yeah. But today, and like, I like my ring light. I can boost the brightness a little bit more, I think. Let's see. Holy shit. That's another reason I'm glad my glasses, I can barely see sometimes because of the glasses and stuff. So, but yeah. Oh, not like the other day. There's not a lot of chatters on there. Oh, thank God. Maybe I'll stream this way from now on because I don't have to deal with this stuff no more, streaming wise. So, yeah. Yeah. The night she died, or the day she died, was one of the hardest things I ever went through. Because I'm what's considered to be a mama's boy. Okay. And unfortunately, at that point in my life, I was still living with my parents. And I was in my late 20s, I believe. One of the reasons I never moved out is because my parents had a weird relationship, my mom and dad did. They got along, but they didn't. My mom didn't want to be left alone with my dad a lot. Not that he'd do anything, because he's not like that. Hell, he always instilled in me, never hit a woman, never lay your fingers on a woman. Okay? But just because of her Christian beliefs, and he was the opposite kind of thing. He didn't go to church and that. So that's where I take my thing. It's more, my cues are more from my father's side. Things when it comes to that. Yeah, that was the hardest time in my life. That's basically where the dark dragon persona that I used on here was truly born. I became more angry. Hell, my niece's wedding, I barely remember it because I got so damn drunk. It was shortly after that. Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't a fun time. Although the drinking was fun, that wedding was fun. I remember hugging people, which is totally not like me. I was never one for hugging people at all. Because, see, my mom had me going to church when I was a little kid. And she always told me, if you ever get in bed with somebody, I'll cut your off, you know? No. Typical Christian type thing. She did it out of love, so I never ever questioned it. Didn't care about that. But I know it was nowadays that's looked upon as something totally different. I wasn't allowed to go out for Halloween when I was a kid. So now I enjoy Halloween. Halloween's my favorite time of year. my favorite holiday. I don't care if people say, "Oh, Halloween's for kids." I'd rather dress myself up as um, some goth-looking character and say I'm a vampire and or something, and or some undead biker, because that's my style is my style closely resembles that of a biker. Um, I have the leather jackets, I have the leather trench coats, I have the cowboy boots, I have bandanas, I wear them all. The picture that you see on the for the thumbnail is based off one where I'm wearing my own vest. It's an AI version of it, updated version of it, but it's based off one of my own pictures of myself. So it's just me redrawn. So I figured, what the hell? Just make it so it looks, I can put myself in different situations, make my own little thumbnails from that. I love using the AI art and stuff. That's really good too. But yeah, back then I used to smoke pot. I used to smoke at one time too. I used to smoke cigarettes. My mom was my number one supplier of cigarettes. Yeah. I quit 1 year before she passed away. Yeah. I quit smoking 1 year before she passed away. And why did I quit? Because I was sick and I had a cold, and I just didn't want to do that anymore. So, yeah, I quit cigarettes, and it was good. Then a year later, she started getting, as the year went on, she got sick. She went to the hospital, and then we found out she was diagnosed with cancer of the brain and the lungs, and it was horrible. And she had 6 months, 4 to 6 months to live. She died 2 months later. Yeah. Never gotten over that part. Never gotten over that part. But I think a lot of that was because she didn't, nobody was being positive about it. You know, thinking positive, staying positive. And that's part of the thing. When you're sick and your mind is in a positive state of flux, your thoughts can make you either sicker or get you better. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. Power of thought, power of the brain has a lot more than what people think. You know, if you think positive thoughts and you think, oh hell, I'm going to be here for a long time, then you'll be here as long as you need to be. I'll be here till it's my time, till the reaper comes and decides it's my time. I'll be here. I've already told my stepdaughter, my former stepdaughter, I can't say if she's my stepdaughter anymore, told her mother that, because her mom said that I'd be dead before she would be because of my health issues. And I said, oh yeah? Well, I curse you. I don't care if it's the day after you die, I'll die. Then I'll feel free I can die after that. So, happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Sometimes I got no regrets on certain things. So, yeah. All in all, it's been a good evening. It's been fun learning this, learning how to play around with this little thing, this little gadget. I even got some ravens. I didn't know I could have ravens. Or yeah, I know, that's kind of cringe, but yeah. Yeah, my jokes are not funny, but not as funny looking as me. I know, bad joke. Yep. Oh, damn it. Anyways, I gotta keep an eye on the time, unfortunately. I don't have a lot of time on this stream tonight. But like I promised, I was here. I said I'd be here. I was supposed to be here at 6:30, but I didn't get to do that way. But I will be here again Monday morning at 11 a.m. And if I like the way this stream sounds when I play it back later, when I watch it back, if I like if it picked up all the sounds effects and everything else, so for me this is kind of like a little test stream too. But I figured I'd turn it into just a normal stream. Nothing major going on, no major topics. Just me talking to the camera and telling my story about my mom. I figured she deserves that since it's her birthday. Would have been in her 80s. She died when she was in her 60s. So she would be in her 80s now. And my dad passed away in April, so I wasn't as close with my dad, so his death for some reason doesn't hit me as hard. I was more at peace with that, with him gone. But with hers, it's always hit me a lot because the way she went, she didn't deserve it. And any God that would take somebody that was loyal to them as my mother was, they don't need my worship. No, I don't think so. No, I don't subscribe to a book that's over 2,000 years old. It's been rewritten 5 million, right? Over 500 times or more in 2,000 years. It makes no sense to me why anybody would sit there and go to a building, listen to stories out of the same book out of a book that's been rewritten, so what was originally intended might not even be what was supposed to be there. Doesn't make any sense. But in the end, it is what it is. But anyway, you guys all have a good night. I'm going to call it quits for this time. And we'll see you on the next Dark Dragon's Den. Alright? Have a good evening. Yeah, and remember, by then maybe I'll learn how to play music. Because I'm going to be doing a test stream or two over the weekend and learn how to play music on this thing. Where it actually plays over the video. Alright? Have a good one.